Oh, shit, since we have Lucy, I messed up the, shit, Lucy's not here. Lucy's not here.
Hi guys, it's me.
Close the stream.
Oh, shit. No way, I can fix this.
Just end it. That's episode 3, everyone. Thanks for coming.
No, wait, I can fix
Thanks
it.
so much for playing the game.
No, give me a second. Look, there's Liv. I got it right, everyone.
They're kind of cringe.
Alright. Let's start the episode, Ryan.
Okay. Everyone, pretend that didn't happen. Can everyone chat? Pretend that didn't happen. Thank you. Oh, shh! It's about to start.
Got the popcorn.
Butter. Okay. I mean, what do you want us to do, Ryan? This is kind of your thing. It's your stream.
I think we did it. I think we did it good. Let's just go from there.
We started a podcast, but I accidentally had Lucy's image instead of Liv's.
Sumo did not say that. Alright, let's do introductions. Hi, I'm Ryan. This is my podcast that I make with my friends. Who's everyone else here?
It's me, Mario. Did you know you got a watch right there?
Can you all just introduce yourselves for once?
I do that all
just
the time.
let Mario go ahead. You know, I'm Rosa. I let Mario introduce himself, right, Mario? Yes. Very good. Arrivederci.
Who's our third usual member?
Me.
Yeah, you go, our third usual member.
I'm Lucy.
Am I a joke to all you people?
I'm Seep, and I'm the skin of Seep.
Excuse me?
It's me, Seep.
And I'm the skin of Seep.
Is this a separate character?
Put the picture with the skin of Seep up on the stream.
I don't know what you're talking
You got
about.
the wrong image. You're missing the skin of Seep.
Alright.
Liv, introduce yourself. Who are you?
I'm Liv.
What do you do? Do you work on any particular thing?
Absolutely not.
Well, no, you made open source objects, didn't you?
Yeah, everyone watch my object show. It's called Inanimate Insanity 2.
Okay, that's cool. Alright.
Now, what is the object of this show?
Alright.
There's like a light bulb.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have everyone please stop asking for Seep skin. I don't have it.
Light bulb. Remember that?
I'm gonna go. This is welcome to Ready to Start the podcast. The podcast.
Welcome to Ready Player One.
I tried to be. Welcome to Ready to Start the podcast, the show where this happens. Apparently.
So you could get. What did Ready Player One's friends say in the movie when they were doing the race? So you could get the coins in the back of the car.
I haven't seen that movie.
Howdy always wanted to live in the computer world, but why would he make this? Why would he make it like this?
I saw that movie twice.
Why?
We're not talking. This is not the subject of. Stop asking me about
Maybe it
Ready
should
Player
be.
One, Ryan.
I think let's get into our first topic.
Topics? Yeah.
So I don't know if you played this, Seep, but over the weekend, me, Liv, and Rosa and some of our friends played the new hit game for the Nintendo Switch called Ninjala.
Ah, shoot! I downloaded that like a week ago, and I have not touched it. You should play it with me.
So
It's good, right?
Well, I feel like me, Liv, and Rosa don't have the highest opinion of it. So let me give my like base opinion on it. I feel like the game has like
Based opinion.
the game has like 400 different mechanics in it, and like I feel like none of them matter besides just swinging your weapon around. Because the game has like
Let me play it.
right. You can't play it right now. No, so like there's like the skies feature in the game, and like there's like no good reason to ever like use it, because like the whole point of the game is like you want to be moving around constantly, like doing points and getting things. So like there's no incentive to just like disguise yourself and sit around for a bit. And then like my other big gripe with the game is it has some pretty awful menus. Like nothing in the main menu is labeled at all. It is just all vague images.
Let's see. Is this Ninjala?
Are you downloading?
Oh, I can hear it through your fucking mic, see. Yo, yeah, so
This game looks pretty good.
see, it's so loud. Turn your game down.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was being funny. Everyone.
Someone in chat said this. The game also has this problem that there's only like 2 maps in the game, and
Hello?
Hello. None of them
Hello?
are.
Who just joined? Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Bert.
No.
Hey. Hello, Gert.
No.
Renee.
Let me go. The game only has like 2 maps, and neither of them are that good. The city one is way too big, and it's impossible to find anyone in it.
The chocolate chips are blue.
And
Who got that joke?
then the
Can I see in
basic,
the chat if anyone got that joke?
and then the basic stage in the game is way too small. There's like no winning in Ninjala, like stage-wise, and there's already a battle pass, of course, and there's gacha mechanics. It's got like everything I don't care about in a game, and I feel like
Sounds good.
And I feel like aesthetically, it's like it wants what Splatoon has, but it has like none of like the extra fun stuff Splatoon would have.
Like squids.
Yeah, it doesn't have like fun sea life characters. It's just like wacky 90s Nick kids with like nothing else. And I feel like that aesthetic is like that was fun like a while ago, but I feel like everyone's doing it now. I'm a little like
Like, it's not really a 90s aesthetic, but it's sort of like uninteresting.
I guess.
Kind of
so-
generic.
There's too many paper mechanics.
Yeah, I would say like it's like ninja themed, but like Splatoon's like ocean creature themed, but it goes like all the way with that. Like everything in the world's like based on like these like weird creatures. In Ninjala, it's like your characters are ninja themed, and like the gameplay is kinda, and then like nothing else.
It doesn't have the speed and the momentum and the adventure.
Of course. Liv, Rosa, you also played the game. Do you have any thoughts?
I thought it sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the combat in that game, like Ryan said, a lot of it just feels like swinging a sword, except the game like tries to convince you it has some kind of combo system, and like you can do a bunch of different inputs. But like as far as I can tell, it feels like pretty much random. Whatever you do, you're just pressing the attack button the entire time.
Oh,
Unless you wanna, like,
talking about the parry system being rock paper scissors based.
Oh my fucking god, the rock papers. Yeah, when you like attack someone and they attack you too at the same time, the game decides that by having you do a parry, but instead of like a good way to do a parry, you like have to play rock paper scissors, where you have to like press a direction on the control stick, and if you press the right
What
one,
kind of
then your
system was
opponent
that again?
if you press the right one, and your opponent presses the wrong one, then you just win and you kill them. So you just have to guess like every 5 seconds during combat.
Yeah, it's I when I was done playing the game, I like checked Twitter, like I went in the Ninjala tag to see how like other people felt about it. And it was like, okay, so it was 80% people complaining they couldn't get online. And the other 20% was like people saying they liked the game, but like not really like I can't really get the sense what people feel for it, because like none of the tweets I read like really said anything about the game.
It's
just-
very
yeah.
mindless.
Yeah. Rosa, do you have any thoughts on it?
Like, they have like a wall break mechanic, and like it's sort of pointless because like you sort of just like you'd rather just stay on the ground or on a flat playing field instead of look on the wall, because it's just so confusing to do anything on the wall.
Yeah,
You know?
there's like no, when you running up a wall in that game is weird, because like when you usually like run up a wall in a game, you can like kind of like feel it, like you can like kind of feel like a change in like momentum. But like when you
Yes.
run up a wall and like Ninja. I forgot the name of the game for a second. When you run up the, I always call it Ninjara. When you up a wall in Ninjala, nothing really changes. Like no momentum changes. You just kind of stay this. You can just stand there. It's I don't know. There's like no good there's no like good game feel to it. I feel like. And I guess
it's like alright when you're like doing one-on-one combat and stuff. But it's sort of like it's very like one-on-one combat focused. And like when you're fighting a one person, it's very focused, and you can't really interrupt it because they made a system where like if two people are fighting, you can't really hit them while they're doing like a clash or anything. It's not really like a one like maybe in like a battle royale, yeah, but in like a team match, it's like annoying.
So I'm reading in chat. Some people are saying apparently it's made by mobile game developers usually, and like the aesthetic of that game really does kind of scream mobile game.
Yeah,
it's got like the character design for it, and, like the gacha look.
So would you all say this game is pretty cringe? All
I wouldn't say it's cringe. It's more like lukewarm.
It's sort of cringe. I say it's more cringe with like its gacha features,
and also the backstory stuff.
The backstory stuff's weird.
Should we get into that like at all here?
I don't think that's like a fun topic. Let's keep it okay for now. Just the backstory is kind of dumb. Maybe has a few unfortunate implications. We won't get that too into that here though. There's something else I wanted to say about it that's like slipping my mind. What did I want to fucking say about this game that I feel like I had like a million thoughts on this game when I played it. Oh, it was the game's like only fun. Like when I was playing, when it was just me and Rosa playing it like online, I got like really bored. Like when it was just us like playing with randos, we got really bored. But when you're with a decent sized group of friends and like you can all play together just by yourselves, I think it's a little more fun that way. I don't think it's fun with randos at all.
It's just fun because like we were just trashing on the game, and Kirk kept like being good at the game. It's sort of weird that Kirk's really good at that game.
Mystery loves company, I think, is the thing.
Yeah.
Mystery Love Company?
Yeah, it's the Scooby-Doo tagline for his Scoop 2. I
think they already used that for Scoop, didn't they?
Oh shit, they did. I was gonna say the other like mechanic in the game that I feel like doesn't get used at all is you can like blow gum and then spit it out for like a special thing. And like 90% of the time, I forgot I had that.
You could also like use it for like an air dash, but like again, the game doesn't really teach you that. You have to like figure it out.
Oh yeah, I think we should talk about this. The game has no tutorial whatsoever. What it does is the game takes you to the Nintendo Switch browser and plays a YouTube video. And that's the game's it's not an FMV like in the game, like it's not a video in the game. The game literally takes you out of the game into the Nintendo Switch browser you can't usually access, and you watch a YouTube video.
Do you think people could like is there a way people could use that to like do hacks?
Oh, somebody's gonna find out an evil thing with it.
The Ninjala hack, and they're gonna take it down from the eShop. And
Ninjala, the biggest failure since part. No.
This remind me of something before I get to that. Does anyone have any final thoughts on Ninjala? I feel like I wanted to make sure everyone has like their say.
I don't have anything.
You anything else, Liv and Rose? Any other final thoughts?
Oh, they have like consumable weapon aesthetics.
Oh, yeah. So when you pull a weapon from the gacha. You don't actually get that. To my knowledge, you don't actually get that weapon. You get to use like the skin for the weapon temporarily.
What?
You don't use it like a few times, and then it goes away, and you have to like pull it again from the gacha.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the game's kind of a mess. Any other final thoughts?
Kinda is too nice.
So like I was gonna say, the idea of like Ninjala's like weird browser tutorial like becoming a thing to like hack the Switch with reminds me like those weird like all the 3DS games you could like use to hack the 3DS with, and like they're all just like weird games. Like what was the 3DS game, like Bomb Ninja or something?
Yeah.
The prequel to Ninjala.
It's all the ninja games keep fucking up Nintendo systems. That's how we keep hacking them. So the ninja games,
Can we start a rumor that Ninjala's a Bitcoin miner?
Cubic Ninja.
I mean, yeah, let's go ahead. I deserved it.
Everyone, Ninjala's a Bitcoin miner. Don't download it on your Switch. It mines for Bitcoins on your Nintendo.
Don't download Ninjala. You might get a malicious program on your Switch called Ninjala.
I'm very curious to see how Ninjala will do going forward because apparently got 1 million downloads or something. But like, it's also it's also like a free it's a free game. So like, I don't know if it's gonna have staying
I
power.
downloaded it. I didn't even touch it.
Like, no profit. Because like, imagine like having to pay for gacha for items you use temporarily and like to get like a slim chance of an outfit. Who would do that?
Yeah.
2 million, kind of low for a free game. Like, yeah.
I'm very curious because I don't know if everyone knows this. Apparently in the files for the game, there's already like a Sonic event planned, like a Sonic crossover event.
Oh my gosh!
Like there's gonna be like Sonic items. Like that's gonna. Here's the thing though, don't underestimate like Sonic fans. Like they will take any content whatsoever. I think Sonic fans will be the key to bringing this game back to life, just because they'll take anything.
I'd play
Why do you
it.
say back to life when it just came out?
Bring it to life at all.
It did take long. When did this get in? This was like E3 2018 when it was announced, right?
Ninjala?
Was that the fucking Crayola game? There was like a Crayola Ninja game they announced. Looks like exactly the same.
Crayola Scoot.
Oh, Scoot? Crayola Scoot?
I don't know.
What a
I
great,
don't remember 2018.
what a
I don't
great
remember
name.
that year.
What a great name, Crayola Scoot.
That's a game on the Switch, though. I don't know if it's what you're talking about, but
I might be. I remember seeing it. I remember looking a lot like Ninjala, and I got them confused a lot. All right. Any final thoughts on Ninjala?
what else? What else is there? What else is on?
I don't know. I just wanted. Well, I was gonna. I guess the next we could talk about is: did anyone here play as Min Min in Smash Brothers Brawl?
No, I don't have Brawl.
Would anyone?
I didn't.
No.
I've been too lazy to play my Switch games.
Well,
I
looks
don't
like
really-
looks
I've
like
been like more focused on SpongeBob than Smash.
Looks
Like,
like-
less Smash.
I'll carry the conversation. Min Min came out last night, and I played her with some friends.
Proud of her.
Yeah. Thanks. We made that same fucking joke last night when I was playing with my friends. Like, oh, Min Min's out. And like, of course she is. Have you seen her alts? Because she has 2
Yeah.
pink, black, blue, and white alts. Good for her. She's cool. I got a good amount of time with her last night, and I think she's fun. She's a weird character to play as because her forward special is like just basically like her smash attack too. Like so like her regular smash attack is one hand, and her forward special is like the other hand punching. So you always have to keep your mind. There's a lot of like stuff you like keep in mind when you play as her.
And she's got 2 spin dashes.
And she feel shut up. I feel like she's gonna be a character that like when people get really good at, she's gonna be like scary to fight against because she's gonna be like universe brain plays.
And she'll be like, ooh. She'll bounce up and scream.
She looks
Yeah.
very weird.
Yeah. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I think she's pretty.
I mean, she does look very pretty, but she also looks weird to play as in like a really
okay.
interesting way.
The other weird thing is she has like 2 recovery moves technically because when she's on the ground and you press up and special, she like launches herself. But when she's off the stage, she like just reaches for like the ledge instead for her up special. It's like weird.
Because she. Does she like boing on the ground?
Yes, yeah, she like boings to the ground, but when she's in the air, she just reaches for the ledge. That causes a problem because Cobra Kid or whatever his name is, his like spirit battle is like a bunch of springs everywhere, and he like threw something near the ledge, and I couldn't get back on because Min Min can only like go up from the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird, but is there anything else to say on Min Min? I like her alts. She has very good alts. She has.
I guess well, Seat mentioned that she has 2 spin dashes, and it made me think how like the DLC characters are so like polished to like perfectly reflect their series. Like Min Min has some weird like arm gimmick where her like special moves and normal attacks function totally differently to accommodate for it. Then we still have like Sonic, who like half of his attacks look the same, and Ganondorf, who is just fucking big punchy guy.
With sword.
I remember before the ARMS character came out, there was a thing like they're like, oh, they can do a hero thing with 4 different ARMS characters. I'm like, oh, they shouldn't do that. That would like devalue the character. Then in my mind, I'm like, well, this is the same game with Captain Falcondorf, so maybe they do that. Yeah, it is a weird. It is a weird. There's some times where it's like I don't feel like older characters are as bad as some people say, but there are times like I look at an older character like, wow, they feel like a fucking fossil in this game right now.
Mario. I'm sorry, Mario.
Kirby's probably. I think Kirby might be like the worst of like the fossil characters right now.
Kirby has like an infinite amount of things he can do, and like all he does in Smash is like generic kicks.
Yeah.
I get why they don't change Kirby, because the concept is he's supposed to be like the easiest character to play. But the downside of this is like I feel like there's the skill ceiling for Kirby seems very low.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they could just change a few things visually and aesthetically.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you, Ryan Ribbity.
I think a lot of like fossil characters as it is could benefit from that. Like I saw an idea once, like if Sonic does a spin dash attack, like afterwards he'd do like a pose, like how like he does in the games. Like when he goes through the air, he like poses a bunch.
I know they meant for it in Project M.
I feel like I just feel like a lot of the older characters right now like need some like touch ups.
That's why we need Smash 2.
Finally.
A separate series just called Smash 2.
Yes.
See, they're gonna like fix Sonic's moveset, but they're gonna make him a DLC character to justify it. He's gonna be named like Fixed Sonic.
Fix.
Fixed Sonic. It'll be called Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I mean, the first one was fine, but the second one just blew it out of the water.
I think
As a Sonic joke.
one of my biggest like character things for like older characters is like I this is like the dumbest thing in the world, like nobody else would ever care about ever. I desperately want them to like update Luigi's voice clips so badly.
Yeah, I just bring like it's the
Because-
Charles Martinet clips of that
Because
game.
his voice clips for Luigi were designed for like the Brawl version of Luigi, where he's supposed to be like kind of weird and tired, and that worked in Brawl. But like in Smash 4 and Ultimate, he's very like expressive and alive, but he still sounds like, oh.
I like Charles Martinet's epic Mario voice that he did for Brawl.
So let's go.
Fucking anime Mario going, let's go! Yeah!
My favorite animator.
Oh yes.
See, if Waluigi got into the base game of Smash Ultimate, Charles would have gone in to record, and they probably could have got new Luigi's voice clips. You see, this is it. Everyone who hates Waluigi, this is your fault. Charles wasn't able to come into the studio to record new Luigi voice clips.
They would not update Luigi voice. They would not do that. They would not do that.
They still haven't updated Pac-Man's voice.
Can you imagine?
Oh man.
They should have given him like
Meme.
Pac-Man 2 voice. Like, wow! You know, the one where he sounds like some sort of animal.
I
That
guess
was Luigi.
I got my time to like rant. Did you all have any like old, like I guess quote unquote fossil characters in Smash you want to like see change badly?
Let me see.
You know, Banjo-Kazooie, I mean, you know,
They really wasted a slot on that. Like, I think Sakurai's attempts to please the fans often lead to situations.
Kermit, he's a long time.
I don't know about that, Fozzie. I mean, the fans always beg Sakurai for these characters, and they just never play as them. Now, I know I exclusively play with people who play as Joker and Fire Emblem characters, and that's it. But
Kermit, it's nice to see a bear in the game. Oh, I claim this planet in the name of Mars.
Why did you switch characters in the middle of it?
You know, they give Yoshi the Akuma pose, but they don't let him do the Akuma move.
I think
Move.
Smash should really update Marvin the Martian so he's not just an Echo Fighter of Fozzie.
Yeah, they should really they should really do like Crom.
Crom.
I don't have anything. Yeah, like I don't have anything against Crom, but he really sold the slot from Kronk.
I think they should
What if-
patch. I think they should patch Crom out of the game.
What if Crom just disappeared one day?
They go to the Smash website and there's just an image of like Crom waving and it says "Challenger leaving."
It's like, hey, that was fun. No, and dice.
Why would you do this to the Crom mains like me?
I gotta go. Gotta go
I
home.
don't. I don't want to be too mean to Crom, but
I just think Crom's a funny character to pick. I have like nothing actually
Yeah.
against him.
it's
No,
just
they
so
should
like,
do him.
yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but I just forget about Crom. I just forget about Crom.
I don't know why Crom's in this game.
Well,
To be
apparently,
honest.
okay. So people
I
always go.
suppose I'll get my chance another day.
People always go off about like, oh, people demanded Banjo and Ridley, now no one plays as them. But I feel like Crom's in the same boat and no one wants to admit it. I don't think
Yeah.
I've not seen anyone talk about Crom since the game came out.
At least Ridley like his bones crack. Like that's cool.
The
Like
thing is,
I can't.
I will say, last little thing on Smash before we can move on. I don't want to keep.
I was going to talk about Crom.
Okay, you can talk about Crom just after you can talk about Crom after this. Which I'll say something. I think it's weird people like lump K. Rool like the characters people don't care about anymore because that's like objectively not true. If you go on Twitter, like the Donkey Kong fan base is like super fucking passionate about this one character, and like never stop talking about him
yeah.
to this day. But like Smash fans live like in a bubble where they only see the characters they like. So it doesn't matter. I don't know. I think it's weird.
Yeah, it's just the competitive scene.
I think
Probably.
it's weird to see people say people don't care about K. Rool because I know for a fact that's not true.
They really
I
wasted
care
the
about
spot
him.
on Mario.
Anyway, what do you want to say about Crom, Liv?
I think Crom's problem is, and why no one plays is like excited to play as him, is because like Fire Emblem characters, I know it's like a beaten home point, but there are a lot of them, and I feel like there aren't many people whose like favorite Fire Emblem is Crom. Like even if they like Crom, they're probably also like, I don't know, Lucina or Marth, and they'll be like, and they'll probably find those more fun to play as. Because
That's-
Crom also
mhm.
kind of plays like a dip.
A dip?
He looks like a dip.
He's a
Look
dip.
at him.
That was a very nice seep. Take it back.
I'm not gonna take it back. I'm not gonna take it back.
Also, speaking of
Like
Fire
if
Emblem,
Crom didn't want to be called a dip, then he shouldn't look like a dip.
honestly, I think another thing about Fire Emblem, another thing about Fire Emblem, is we're talking about characters who should be like defossilized. I think they should refossilize Roy and give him his melee model back.
Like,
And just
everyone,
have him pop-
everyone like
Refossilized.
it's just his exact melee model. Everyone else like still super HD, and like Roy's just like a GameCube model.
Yeah.
Actually, if they did like give like Ike his Brawl model, then why didn't they give Roy his melee model?
Because they're cowards.
honestly.
All right.
Sakura's like, my mistake. And it's like, no, that was lit. And then he's like, lame.
Any final Smash thoughts?
You know, there hasn't been any good Fire Emblem after Lucina.
That was a bold
Why do they-
take, but I don't want to
Why
keep
are they
the.
gonna add Knuckles?
That's true. I don't want to keep the Fire Emblem discourse going. Moving on to the next thing. This is probably me and Seep's time because I think we're the only two who watched this. Adventure Time. Adventure Time. Distant Lands BMO came out this week, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. What about you, Seep?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Adventure Time's like my favorite. It's like one of my two things that I like. No, I like Kirby and I like Adventure Time just exponentially more than anything. Just comfort things, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, I really liked it. Yeah.
I saw some people before it came out were like they were worried because people like say BMO episodes tend to be like very interesting, and I think that's fair. BMO tends to get like more like I guess lighter episodes, I guess I would say, but I think they did a good job of putting like BMO in a situation we don't usually see them in.
Yeah, I thought it was fun, and like they did a good thing with like it wasn't just BMO,
Oh yeah,
even though they're like kind of the main character, but like there's other things to focus on.
yeah.
It wasn't like BMO gets lost in the woods and meets a baby, even though I love that episode.
There's the new character. The other character they focus on a lot in this is there's a bunny girl named Y5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was kind of the other main character of this, and she's like, I don't know how much I want to give away because I don't know if a lot of people have seen it. I don't want to because a lot of the fun is like where the surprises are, and she kinda,
Oh yeah.
she kind of teams up with BMO, and like they kind of have arcs and stuff. They gave BMO's not a character who usually gets like arcs, I guess I would say. And they gave BMO like a bit of an arc in this, and I think that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I would recommend it. Someone asked, "Do you think it's worth getting an HBO subscription?" I mean, I didn't get one to watch it, so it's like $15 a month, which is pretty.
I have HBO Max. I don't know how much it's worth it, to be frank.
I stole HBO Max.
They should just make like a cartoon pack, because I feel so many people who watch it just watch the cartoons, but like every commercial is like, we have Big Bang Theory, we got Justice League. You know?
No, I feel that I genuinely feel that way because anyone I know who talks about HBO Max is usually talking about either the Looney Tunes shorts, JG Quintel's new show, or Adventure Time, and they don't talk about anything else on that thing at all. Nobody gives a shit they have Harry Potter. Nobody gives a shit Friends is on there. Nobody gives a shit that like Big Bang Theories. I don't care.
So we are kind of nerds.
Would you say that they wasted a slot on Friends?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe 70s Show would be better, but Friends?
But back on BMO for like one last few things. There's a few things I was gonna say HBO Max will work out with this too. One of the things that stood out to me was the animation in it is interesting because it looks like the show for sure. Like it's definitely Adventure Time, but like things are like slightly different, I would say.
Yeah, there's a few things. A few of the big things one will notice is that the backgrounds are like done in a different style.
Yeah.
They did a Reddit AMA, and like Adam Muto runs the Adventure Times. He says that they did do a lot of that on purpose just to make it stand out.
No, I
like they also didn't put
cool.
in they didn't put in the snail either.
This what?
Yeah, he said they said like, oh, we didn't want to put in the snail because that's sort of we want to keep that like contained in Adventure Time, which I think is nice.
The snail's dead.
The snail is dead.
The other place that's kind of stood out to me is I feel like a lot of like some of the new character designs feel very like new too. Like Y5, she has like eyes I feel like they wouldn't have done on the original show. Like I feel like if Y5 the rabbit bunny girl, if she was on the original show, she probably would have like dot eyes instead of like the bigger ones they gave her.
Or she'd have like, because sometimes they don't have dot eyes.
Yeah.
But usually it's either dot eyes or like a. Like what they have like Craig of the Creek eyes. I don't know how to describe it. Where it's like they draw the top eyelid and then the rest of the eye is like lineless.
Yeah. I draw that. I draw eyes like that sometimes too.
Yeah.
Oh, like me.
No, yeah. If you like Adventure Time at all, I would, or if you like Adventure Time and or BMO or just like fun animation, I would probably just seek it out somewhere. I think it's worth a watch. And I guess big for some people is the next one is I think this is gonna be the big one that gets like a lot more investment. Is the next one is the Marceline Bubblegum one.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty big.
I imagine that's gonna be one that like ramps up interest in it a lot.
Yes.
They're adding gay people to cartoons.
That's the patch notes. Patch notes added gay people.
They wasted a slot on all the gays.
I guess the last thing, I don't want to say what it is, but at the end of the BMO, at the end of the,
I was kidding. It was a joke.
at the end of the BMO special, there's like something that happens, and I didn't grasp what it was the first time, and like Seep was talking to me.
Oh yeah, when BMO picks up that like weird envelope. No,
there's something that happens at the end, and I didn't fully grasp what it meant, and I DM Seep about it, and like, Ryan, that's what it's this, right? And I had to like stop and think about it for like 5 minutes. I was like, oh.
I can't believe you thought that still.
You'll see what I mean.
It's the silliest thing in the world.
If you watch it, you'll see what I mean at the very end. You'll see like what it actually meant, like the whole special.
Find out.
Yeah, I guess
Next time.
my minor thing to add just about HBO Max. I do think like it's weird. Like I feel like they should be going much harder on like the animation scene advertising, because I feel like that's what a lot of the appeal of the service is. Like it's animated stuff. And nearly any interest I've seen in this service is from animation nerds.
Yeah.
I think a lot of I just think it's a general like people undervalue animation and people who like animation stuff. Okay.
Oh shoot. This
What?
thing on?
Oh no,
Hello?
you were off for a second. I was like, is anyone have anything to say about this? I was just sitting there in silence.
I think it was weird that, like, it sort of was nice, Jake sort of popped out of nowhere to tell him, dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
I don't know. I just feel like, because with Netflix they had Tuca and Birdie, and that was like a big thing for a lot of people, and like got really good reception, and then like they threw it out immediately. I don't know. I feel like streaming services don't.
They threw the birdie out with the bathwater.
But I guess the more important streaming service is hey Butch, when's the Wax coming out?
Where's
It's
Butch?
me.
What if in like the alternate timeline where he makes up access, we get like series like these for Fairly Odd Parents. We get like a spin-off series about Chester in a distant land.
Fairly Odd Parents, Distant Lands.
Chester.
Fairly Odd Parents, Distant Lands, Juan Decimo.
Did you notice his character is actually Mr. Crocker in disguise?
No, I remember when he was first advertising to Waxis, he made a big deal. He's like, he teased he was gonna bring Danny Phantom back with it, and it's like so abundantly clear he absolutely does not have the rights to do that.
No, that's gonna be on CBS now, all access.
He
It's like can ever did anything with Danny Phantom.
I think I've been thinking about old Butch a lot lately. I think he's a fascinating curator because
Old Butch.
whenever a new episode of a cartoon comes out, like on Twitter, like the showrunner will do a breakdown of the most recent episode, thank the storyboarders, the writers for the episode. With Butch, any appearance that he does ever talk about his stuff, he talks about it if he does everything.
I literally do not know who worked on Fairly Odd Parents.
No, I don't either. Because with stuff like Craig of the Creek and Steven Universe, DuckTales and OKKO, everyone always talks you get to see who works on the show. The showrunners make that apparent. But Butch is that's right. I made Fairly Odd Parents. I made Danny Phantom. I made 2 other shows.
I literally have never seen anyone's bio on Twitter say that they worked on Fairly Odd Parents. Which is I see that with SpongeBob.
Uh-huh.
I see that with a bunch of other cartoons. I've never seen anyone say that they've worked on Fairly Odd Parents. What is the deal?
If you worked on Fairly Odd Parents, how much would you like people to know for that?
Are we gonna bully Fairly Odd Parents on the podcast for the first time?
Should we bully Fairly Odd Parents?
I think it's had it too good for too long.
Alright, here's my Fairly Odd Parents hot take. Channel Chasers is actually that good.
Whoa.
Hear me out on this. I feel like it feels like it wants to be 400 things at once, and it's funny, but when it gets to the drama part, it's what are you trying to do? Fucking Timmy from a post-apocalyptic future. Am I supposed to? It tries to make me take this seriously. It's I don't know. I tried rewatching it recently. I felt wow, this isn't as good as I remember it being.
Ryan, this is my childhood. Stop it. Can we move on?
This is my childhood, which was made by Butch Hartman.
Butch Hartman made this memory for me.
I guess my other Butch Hartman hot take for a lot of other people say some. I think it's a little disingenuous how he he does the whole like I made Fairly Odd Parents, I made Danny Phantom think I made your childhood. I think the Danny Phantom part of that is really disingenuous because from everything I've gathered from like Danny Phantom fans, he did like nothing to make that show good. And to my knowledge, everything bad about that show is actively his fault, apparently.
Really?
Like, I've heard like a lot of the changes they made like later in the show was his fault that people didn't like. I don't know, I think it's just disingenuous. It's like it's the whole like he takes credit for everything thing. And I think it's really disingenuous of him to do so.
We should beat him up.
Does anyone hear any Fairly Odd Parents hot takes, I guess?
We should beat up Butch Hartman. I'm on my way to his house.
That's not a hot take, that's just an action.
I was
I
so
know.
upset. I was gonna watch Fairly Odd Parents today, and I missed the episode. Like I just missed it. It was one of the Flash animated episodes.
Oh.
That's like I think we talked about it here. I think where it was like Vicky returns or something. It
Where?
was just a mess. Timmy's dad. Everyone like Timmy's dad? That's your favorite character, right? It's the Timmy and his dad show.
Liv, do you have any Fairly Odd Parents hot takes?
I think Snozmo should be executed.
Who?
Schnozmo.
Who's Schnozmo?
Put a picture of Schnozmo on the screen.
I don't know who Schnozmo is.
Schnozmo.
This is a real. Hold on.
Yes, look it up, Schnozmo. His name is Schnozmo Cosmo.
Oh, fuck you! Oh god! Was this a? Hold on. This is apparently a real character.
What do you mean? Apparently, of course it is.
I don't. Why would I know who?
That's a speciality, Ryan.
Why the fuck would I know who Schnozmo is? Hold on.
Can you like put Snozmo
No.
sitting like to the right, like he's
Yeah.
the fifth guest?
Yeah, sure.
Voiced by Dana Carvey.
There he is.
I don't like him.
Why the fuck did you have to let me know? Now I had to like live with the fact this character exists.
Thanks, Liv. The #1 Furry Odd Parents fan.
Anytime.
Hey Liv, I have a challenge for you. I think you should become like a Chloe Carmichael stan.
If you want me to, I could like flip that switch pretty easily.
Yeah, I think you should do it. I think you should like watch like the episodes with her in it and like make a tweet on her like, guys, don't call me crazy, but Chloe Carmichael's kind of the best.
Okay, so you know these things called kin memories?
Yeah.
What? That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Alright.
Why do you know her like full name?
I don't know. That's a weird thing. I haven't watched a single episode with her in it. I don't know how I know her full name.
Well, it's like everyone calls the show Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner. That's what the reboot.
Timmy Turner.
When Nick
You
reboots
violated the Geneva Convention for the last time.
when Nick reboots the show without Butch's like involvement, they're gonna call it Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner. You created Big Chungus.
and then Wanda's like, Timmy, did you tell Cosmo to wish for cringe, Timmy?
And he says,
Internet?
God fucking damn it.
How can Timmy even cringe if he is cringe?
Damn, that makes me think. That's like,
Makes you think, huh?
I will say, last thing on like old Butch, I do think it's funny. In all the videos he does about the stuff people don't like about his cartoons, he like very much tries to like place the blame on someone else. Like, oh, Chloe wasn't my idea. That was Nick that made me do it. Nick made me do that. Yeah, that was Nick's fault, not me.
yeah, but then when it comes to like Crash Bandicoot's design, he's like, oh yeah, I made Crash. I'm pretty much the reason he came to be.
I'm the
Not
father.
pretty much.
Butch is gonna be like Paris, France. He's gonna like pull out the Eiffel Tower. Did you know I made the initial sketch for that? Alright, oh well, joke failed, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
I laughed. I just unplugged my microphone.
I was just like pausing for the laugh track.
Everyone pour one out for Sparky.
My favorite thing is in the last episode of that show, Sparky gets removed with no mention.
Like the last episode of like the season he appeared in, like they just like yeah.
He dies?
Well, they I guess when they wanted to add Chloe, they didn't have room for they had like a set room limit, so
Yeah,
like
they
one of them had to go.
They really wasted a slot on Sparky.
Yeah, they did. Thank gosh for the Chloe update.
Rose, it sounded like you're trying to say something.
So, like, whatever happened to Poop? Like, I know they, like, disemboweled Sparky, but what happened to Poop?
Poop went to Fairy Academy for a while, so, like, that was their excuse for not putting Poof in a lot of episodes. He was at school.
You went to Fairy Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Academy?
He went to Fairy Academy to become straight.
Shush, you're making a little Yokai Watch joke. Oh.
I'm not wrong, you know.
And then I get the big cane and I pull you off stage from your neck.
Okay, I guess it's enough about bitch Fartman. Did anyone watch or play anything this week they want to talk about?
I've been playing a little something.
What you been playing? We'll never know.
Vision presents.
Are you trying to sync up with your Switch or whatever?
I tried. I gave up. I played like I played Crash Bandicoot 2 a little.
How is it?
It's good. I don't have much to say about it. I just wanted to do that.
How many Bandicoots have you crashed?
It's Crash Bandicoot. Was Chris Twinsanity good? Has anyone played that?
Is that the one? That's the one where like you play as Crash and Cortex, right?
And he's like fish.
His iconic catchphrase. Yeah, that's the one where they added Nina Cortex, his fucked up like nephew.
Can I sorry to interrupt and change the subject back. Can I give a Chloe Carmichael update?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I changed my icon on Twitter to Chloe Carmichael. And immediately, within like 5 seconds, Amanda replied to me and said, "Why did you make your profile pic Hannah?"
Oh my God. Did anyone else play or watch anything this week?
Let me see. So I saw this episode of The Simpsons.
What did you? Okay, which one?
Alright, so I guess it was like a post Skinner episode.
Post Skinner?
Yeah, you know, like the episode after Skinner revealed to not be Skinner.
Oh, okay.
Post Skinner. I've never heard that term.
Basically, Homer saw a movie and decided to imitate it, like be Zorro, and then challenge everyone to a duel because they constantly backed out until he hit like a guy who was willing to take his duel.
Okay.
What movie would he watch?
Zorro, but like
Zorro.
an updated version.
I've never. The 600 episodes. Never heard of that one.
I really enjoy this one because like there's just like a fast momentum to it. It's like joke after joke after joke. You know, like Homer hides in the Christmas tree. They go to like a farm owned by his grandfather, and then there's just an elephant there, like eating a rat or something.
An elephant.
Okay, are we
And
being
then-
tall-tailed right now?
No, and then Homer couldn't grow anything, so he decided to like use radiation from the power plant. Who he got up from Carl, who talked to Lenny by the water cooler, and then that's it. And then their field is just radiating, and then Homer's like, "Damn, I love my wife."
Here's the
I
thing.
love when he says that.
Here's the thing, Rosa. I believe you. This is a real episode, but the way you describe it never sounds real.
So
I'm
then
looking
they
up
grow like
The
tomato
Simpsons
plants
Zero.
that's combined with like tomato tobacco.
Oh, I've seen this episode.
Yeah, it just has a real momentum to it because everyone got addicted to it, and then the animals started eating it after a deal gone bad with like the cigarette company.
Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Are you faking? Is this a fake episode?
Was this
No, this is
episode
real.
E-I-E-I-Do?
Yes, I can verify this. I've seen
Okay.
this.
Okay. Oh, what's it called? EI
Yeah.
How do you spell EI? EI?
Yeah, EI, like the letters EI, and doe is spelled annoyed grunt.
Listen, Ryan, let's be honest. I wouldn't make up something that is, clever as Tomako.
Oh wait, you weren't wrong. Yeah, this is a real one. This is a real episode. I like there's a section. There's a section down here that says legacy.
Oh, can I just-
On the Ready to Start podcast.
Like, yeah, there's like, I think just like the really good Simpsons episode pulls. There are like the ones that have like good momentum to it.
Yeah,
Like the one where like,
Keep saying momentum. Keep thinking
that's what
Sonic.
it is. It's just like
It's
joke after
platforming.
joke. It's just like it's joke after joke after joke. You know.
This episode of The Simpsons really rewarded players for exploring.
Yes. You know what's another good Simpsons episode? It's the one where like they decided to bring Marge back to like her childhood vacation spot, and they found out it turned down to crap, so they decided to go fishing.
Okay.
Or I think Homer got in trouble, so he had no choice but to go on a fishing boat.
Was that where he caught the big fish? No, that was a marriage counseling episode.
Wait, hold
No.
on. Wait. They put real big fish. They put they put real big fish in The Simpsons.
Homer, don't catch that fish! I'm warning you!
Thank you for making me feel welcome, Ryan.
Oh, no problem. Speaking of, Liv, did you watch or play anything this week?
Hannah and I have been watching Survivor lately, and we've hit like the series of like seasons that are like 4 seasons in a row that are all considered to be the worst season.
Oh no.
So that's been fun. The past like 2 we've watched have had the same gimmick where like they've brought like 2 like old well-known contestants back and just a bunch of new people, and then the entire season is just like the people they brought back who are popular and good at the game just dominating the whole season.
Oh god. Survivor is like a show. It's weird because like I feel like all of a sudden all my friends started watching Survivor one day, and that's a weird show to me because like my family used to watch that show a lot when I was younger, and then like I forgot it existed for like literal years, and then all of you started watching it again. What inspired the Survivor rewatch?
I don't
fiction?
remember. It might have
that-
been coincidence, but I think it was also because Wolfie started posting about Jean Robert.
That I
Wait,
could-
is Survivor the show that parodied Total Drama?
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
it stole from Total Drama. Total Drama really
Yeah.
inspired it.
This is the ripoff.
can I talk about Jean Robert for a bit?
Oh sure.
Okay, so he's a bit of a bad boy.
Okay, like
As you
Cosmo.
are.
Yeah, but he's this like poker player, and so he acts like it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I hold all the cards. I'm a poker player, so I can tell what everyone's thinking." And he's just like this oblivious douchebag the whole time. He's like,
What's his
always-
name?
His name is Jean Robert. It's spelled like Jean Robert.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna post a picture of him.
That sounds like a that sounds like a romantic like love interest that like tries to take Marge from Homer or something.
That's pretty much what he tries to be in Survivor.
Does he have like the celebrity Simpsons voice?
God,
guess.
speaking of celebrity Simpsons voice, I think it's really funny. Like later Simpsons seasons, you can always tell who the celebrity guest is.
Oh yeah.
They have like that certain eye design where like it's separated.
When did it like start? Because I guess it started when they stopped making like characters for guests and they just had actual celebrities like come to Springfield.
Yeah, it kind of. I don't know. I think it might have been a bit gradual. Like the first season, like was I think that was when Matt Groening was drawing a bit more. So you just see a bunch of like wacky, like weird cartoonish characters. And then as it like started going on, I'd say like even before post Skinner era, like new characters started to look a bit more normal.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, I think it's a fun game to play when you watch The Simpsons.
Who's the celebrity guest?
Yeah, and also spot the season 1 design, because sometimes that'll happen. Where like you'll have like a group of characters and one of them just looks like they're from Rugrats.
Yeah, Homer really still looks like he's from Rugrats.
Somebody in chat said that Superheat Man said this. Did anyone here besides me watch the We Bare Bears movie?
I watched a
Yeah.
Velska Bomb 94 video about it.
Why?
It's out?
Yeah. So technically, it got leaked like way earlier this month. It was like put on Amazon for like a second. People got it, but it technically was supposed to come out today. So I've seen it already. I would describe it as it's like who's like flipping a coin.
No, that's me. Let's find a coin to flip. Everyone get your coins ready.
Oh my god!
We're
So
at the
the,
coin flipping part.
so the Wee Bear Bears movie's
We're
like
at coins ready. Oh shoot! I dropped mine. Hold on.
the Wee Bear Bears movie's like 50 minutes of like fun, wacky cartoon hijinks with the silly bears, and in like the last 15 minutes, it gets like crazy intense.
Goes from Tex Avery to Rebecca Sugar.
Is that what Fiasco Bump said?
No. Okay, we got the coins. Does everyone have our coins?
With no
I don't-
No, I got mine.
Shut up, you stupid
Okay.
freaking coin
All right.
bit.
Heads or tails? I'm going with
Tails.
heads. Okay.
Tails.
But
Oh, it fell behind my bed. No, we're never gonna find out.
I guess no spoilers for the Wee Bear Bears movie, but there are memes.
No,
in,
I want to watch it.
I won't spoil. I mean, I won't spoil it, but I'll just say there's memes in it.
Oh
man.
I'll just say
Bobby
that-
Moynihan is pissed.
I'll say this: a character does a Fortnite dance. I'll just say that.
was it Meme Koala?
No, it wasn't.
Was it Minecraft?
It was one of the bears. One of the bears does a Fortnite dance.
I know who does the
Is it
Fortnite
Panda?
dance.
I really liked the part where Ice Bear said, "I'm a strong person, but do you know what makes me cry? It's when I give my best, but I still feel useless."
Okay.
Uh,
I like it when he said,
I pee myself.
All right. Did anyone else watch or play anything this week, or should we move on?
Oh, so speaking of watch, did you see the new season of Futurama?
Rosa,
Oh right,
No.
yeah.
No, we're not doing a
Hey,
fucking.
Meatbag, we're back.
All right,
Yeah,
fine. Tell me what happens in this new season.
So essentially, while the professor was out of time, Hubert decided to take over, try to bring them back. So it's just the first episode is just them trying to figure out what can we do, and it's like becomes like a whole arc, and like Hubert grows as a person.
Hey, so here's the problem with this bit, Rosa. Who remembers fucking Qbert from Futurama? He's like the least popular character on that show.
No.
Okay, if you ask anyone,
I mean,
if you ask,
technically, he's also the professor. So technically, we do remember him, since him and the professor are
Oh.
technically the same person.
Okay, let me ask you something. If you ask someone who their favorite Futurama character is, how likely do you think that Qbert's gonna be like in the top 3?
Why do you ask us?
I don't know. What about you?
Hubert's my favorite.
Okay,
Yeah.
name one Qbert line.
Does he say? He's the one who's like. Does he say real mature? Does he say that?
I like how you have to ask after you say it was one of your favorites.
I don't remember if that was him or Fry. Or some other Billy West character.
The car! It's just a car.
Guys, I love Qbert. Qbert's my favorite character. I remember when he said real mature, I think he said that. Qbert's my favorite. I love Qbert from Futurama. Qbert's
Remember
so
when
funny.
Hubert was clapping and laughing, and then he got stabbed? That was unfortunate.
Qbert's fucking dead.
Oh.
Ooh.
My favorite Futurama character is the little devil voiced by Eric Andre.
That's not fucking... No! It's from Disenchanted.
No, how can you say that when, like, clearly Elf Boy Bart is the better character?
You are all making a joke of me and my professional podcast.
The Momcast.
What do you mean by that?
Well, technically we have a Mark emoji, so...
Oh my god. I think we should move on to questions now. No more. Alright. Alright.
Wait. Who else plays SpongeBob?
I don't want to talk about SpongeBob yet. I'm not done with it. I'll talk about it when I'm done with it.
Hey,
But,
Patrick.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I never meant to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you cry, but tonight you look constipated.
All right, well, chat, this is the part where you ask questions. We'll answer them.
Yay!
Let's wait for some questions for topics and fun stuff to talk about.
Orange Life Citrus brings up there was a brief period in Futurama where they used Hubert and Hermes' son in storylines, and it was kind of interesting. I agree. They had an episode where like they made a competing business with Planet Express that I liked.
Did Hubert have a son?
Did you
What?
hear?
What do you think?
No,
of
shush.
on
come on.
Microsoft, Xbox, and PC? Let me see.
Wait, I want to. What
Sorry.
did you hear about the Cartoon Network multiverse? What do you mean about that? What called, like, just in general?
From the Roundtable? Welcome back to the Roundtable. This season of Craig of the Creek. I think that Roundtable did a video on that. I did watch it.
On the Cartoon Network multiverse?
Yes.
What does that mean? Like, all the shows are connected?
I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
Obviously, because remember when Uncle Grandpa came to Steven Universe?
Yes. Or when Clarence was in Gumball. Remember that? Remember Clarence was in Gumball?
Come on, Pizza Steve. We gotta go to the Steven Universe world.
Whoa, Garnet! Whoa!
What are some of your? Here's a good question. What are some of your earliest memories of cartoons, specifically the promotional stuff, when you look forward to and stuff? I think one of the earliest cartoons things I remember getting excited for was probably the SpongeBob movie. I remember they did like a marathon before the movie came out or something. And I was watching the marathon before I went to see the movie. I was like in full SpongeBob mode that night.
Yes. I was there. I remember that.
Okay, well, what about you two? You three? What do you three have any like early cartoon memories?
You don't forget to ask Masmo.
Yeah,
What?
there's 5 of us, Ryan.
Come on!
Alright, do you four have any like cartoon memories?
Don't forget me, the skin of Seep.
Do you 6 have any memories?
6?
Don't forget Lucy.
Wait, who's the 6th of us?
There's Rosa, Ryan, Seep, Liv, Schnasmo, Seep Skin, and Lucy are all here.
But who are you?
Where is Garfield?
Then who are you?
Somebody answer the damn question.
Okay, so I don't remember really early, but I guess like with Toonami when I was excited for like the Bobobo episodes. You know, I sort of like really enjoy watching Bobobo, and I get excited to like watching each episode because I thought it was really funny.
That's
And
adorable.
I got excited. Yeah, I got excited for like the end, like the finale, and it sort of just ends there, where they don't fight the final bosses. And that's like part of the joke. It's like, you want to see the finale? Too bad, it's not gonna get adapted.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I remember. I didn't really watch Bobo when I was younger.
Jack Horseman.
Okay, but when I was younger, but I do remember the finale of that show is them just saying there won't be a finale.
That's like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force joke.
That
Yeah, it did happen, but only in the manga.
I guess another early cartoon memories. I remember the first time I watched Adult Swim, and one of the first things I watched was 12 Ounce Mouts. And let me tell you, when you're like kind of on the younger side, and you watch 12 Ounce Mouts is like a weird show to watch, where like you don't fully know what Adult Swim's like does. Imagine me just like waking up like after falling asleep, looking at the screen, and there's like scribbles of like mouses on the screen just saying shit.
Like saying shit or just saying random stuff.
You both.
I had a similar thing with like I wasn't watching Adult Swim, but there was like a promo for it on something where it showed like a bit of the Smurfs promo, like for like a Robot Chicken Smurfs gag thing, and like showed a clip from it. And I was like, oh, it's a Smurf stop motion special. I want to find that. I want to go on demand and find where that is. But I never ended up finding it. I think my mom said like, oh no, that's that's not gonna be what you want. Because I really liked the Smurfs at the time.
You really
Why?
the Smurfs fandom?
Yeah, I know about Smurfs. There's Vanity Smurf.
That's the only one.
Yeah. Tell me about Vanity Smurf. Can any of you tell me a single thing about Vanity Smurf?
He's Vanity.
They love themselves.
Oh, this is what I gotta put up with.
What about you, Liv? What's one of the earliest cartoon memories you have?
Okay, there's one cartoon I really remember being super excited for as a kid,
Yeah.
and it's a little number. It's called All Grown Up, from Rugrats spinoff. I don't remember like what it was, but they had like this big special episode that they were like super promoting for like weeks about fucking like Angelica having a birthday party or something. And I like for some reason I really wanted to see it because like I guess I watched enough advertisements to think that it was going to be really good. But then like my like family like was going out that day and I had to miss it, and I was like super upset. Like I missed the All Grown Up special. But then like we got home and they like aired it again immediately after it ended. And then they also like aired it every day for like weeks.
Well, what did you think of it? What did you think of the All Grown Up special?
I can not remember a single thing about it.
What?
All I remember is that I was like super excited for it and super sad when I couldn't watch it. And my mom was like, why do you want to watch this cartoon so much?
This baby show.
Adults just don't understand.
I remember really loving Rugrats.
I never did. Rugrats is a show I like missed out on as a kid. I feel like.
Yeah, it's a nice show. They had 3 movies.
I weirdly remember the movie more than I remember watching the show.
You probably had a little DVD from Nickelodeon, and you're like,
This is my favorite movie. Oh, it's my favorite movie.
Are you? Is this your Ryan headcanon?
yeah, you had the DVD with the Reptar in the front.
No, I didn't have the movie on VHS or DVD. The VHSs I had the 5th Pokemon movie, but it was like broken, so the screen would like keep going down and down. Like there'd be like a static line, like the screen would be like it was like static line screen, static line screen. And they keep going down, like just moving.
Yeah.
That's what Pokemon was meant to be watched.
And then I also had like 3 VeggieTales VHSs, and I had like a bunch of SpongeBob ones.
How much do VCR players go for?
$1 million.
Oh.
Oh, I used to have like a tape of like the Digimon movie with Angela Anaconda in it. And like I hated it because like I always watched the Angela Anaconda segment before the Digimon segment, even though I could just like skip it. But I was like a little baby.
That is funny. That short is permanently attached, like the English dub of the Digimon movie.
I used to have like a DVD of the Digimon movie that was like super scratched up and it didn't work and like skipped around a lot. And I was like upset, like, well, no, the movie doesn't make sense. I'll never understand what happens. And then I like as I grew up that like I learned what the movie was actually about and how it was made, and I realized that it just doesn't make sense anyways. So I guess it works out.
Have any of you heard the story of like the person who wanted to see the Digimon movie with their parents, and like they went to the movie theater and like the Angela Anaconda short was playing, and like they were confused if they were in the wrong theater or not, and like the parents started fighting. This like led to the divorce or something. Does anyone else?
I
know that one.
The Angela, imagine like asking why your parents got divorced, and you go Angela Anaconda.
I think if I ever get divorced, it'll be her fault too.
Can you tell Hannah that? Like, if we ever get divorced, it will be Angela Anaconda's fault.
I'm sure she already knows.
Okay, good. All right, we have time for like 1 or 2 more questions. We got any more questions in chat? Come on, don't be scared.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, guys, don't argue. I don't want to force you.
I saw one, I think I'm not reading that name like that. So I saw one. It's like, have you ever like watched Adult Swim without your parents' permission or something?
No, I watched a lot of shows that I probably shouldn't have watched as a kid without my adults' permission. I was watching like Family Guy and like shit by like age like 13 or 12ish.
Uh-oh.
I remember, like, I used to watch Futurama and Family Guy and whatever on Adult Swim.
Oh, actually, hold on.
And
Sorry.
I saw,
Oh god, I'll tell my story after this.
then, like, the Futurama episode where, like, they're fighting against, like, video games characters made me laugh a lot because Fry sort of just typed his what was it called? His name ass, and that made me laugh a lot. And it made my brother laugh too. And my brother mentioned that joke, and my mom said I'm not allowed to watch Adult Swim.
So my story is I had a friend who was like a big My Little Pony friend when I was younger. This one's not Liv. This is a separate My Little Pony fan. So they would come to my house and like they had My Little Pony on Netflix at the time. So my friend would come over and watch it. And the first time I watched Futurama in front of my mom, my friend had just finished watching like My Little Pony, and we switched to Futurama. And then, like, we got a bit in, and then Leela said, like, damn or something. And my mom, like, slammed into her around there and said, did they say damn in My Little Pony?
They did.
And then
Well, your mom walks in as they say, "Dad, I'm in a little pony."
I was worried she was gonna get, like, mad that they said, like, I was watching a show with swear words, and she didn't care. She just cared that she was just weirded out, and they said damn in My Little Pony.
See, a little known fact is that in the later seasons of the show, Applejack says fucking every episode.
Yeah.
Did any of you watch, like, adult cartoons before you probably should have?
I don't think on TV really, but
I did.
I mean,
I remember when I was at like a sleepover or something, we watched like fucking Family Guy and like Moral Oral, but it was one of the early episodes that wasn't depressing as shit, so it didn't like impact me. I don't even remember what else. I remember it's a Family Guy episode where like Joe Swanson has legs and his legs get fixed and he can walk.
Is that Good Morning USA? Is that the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's song one?
Yeah, it's one of the Five Nights at Freddy's song.
what?
Remember the meme where it goes, alright, we're only gonna do this one more time.
Oh,
3, 2, 1, and it's
I was still thinking about.
night.
I was still thinking about American Dad. I was just like, is that Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember. I was at some kind of friend gathering at some house when I was like 9, and they did put on the Family Guy Star Wars thing. I watched a little bit of that. All I remember was there. Oh no.
I remember as a kid when I would watch Adult Swim at my friend's house. Even as a kid, I didn't like Robot Chicken. So every time Robot Chicken came, I'm like, I don't want to fucking watch this.
I remember when I was a kid, I asked my mom for slippers, and I ended up getting a sleepover.
I remember when I was a kid, I was on the river in the Rio Grande River on the border in the New Mexico, and we were on the river in the kayak. We had oars, we were paddling, and I almost fell in a rock, and I almost broke my head and died.
Wow, great story. Anyway.
I remember when I was a kid, I was born in this manger, and there are 3 wise men who brought me gifts.
I remember when I was a kid, my adult self from the future came back in time, and they went, babies! And they picked me up, and we had to go fight Yub, and then, because we had to go inside Yub to save all the Yoshis.
I thought you were gonna make a Channel Chasers joke.
Welcome back to Ben Rants, and when I was a kid...
No! I think we have time for one more question. One more question from the chat.
Hey, jeez, what have we been doing?
Living.
Is Cosmodor in the chat? Can we get a Cosmodor question?
Cosmosor, you and me, 1-on-1, let's go!
Timmy!
Oh.
No one has any questions. Let's end the stream.
What? No!
What?
I want to get one more fun.
Here's a question from Super Heatman 969. Did Plankton go to college?
Wait, that's like a personal question I can answer. I'm not Plankton.
Let's ask him. Plankton, did you go to college?
Ah, yes. Why would I lie about going to college, Krabs?
You should have said it like how he says it.
I went to college!
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Here's your $50.
Why, in fact, I went to college with my good friend, Dr. Neocortex. That's right. We went to the same college together, and I went to...
Why do you talk like the same person?
Leave me alone. Oh my gosh.
You know, Cortex, like, you should get a refund at college because you're pretty much failures in life.
Oh, who here likes the Twinsanity fart joke? Here's like in the barrel, he's like, there's no way this could possibly get any worse. And then he goes, and he goes,
What? What?
Yeah, Cortex is SpongeBob.
Can we get some Cortex farts in the chat?
No, thanks for that.
Can we not? No one's allowed to fart in this podcast.
See, we're gonna get sued for this.
Or we gotta get sued for using the Cortex fart by Activision presents a smashing blast from the past, developed by Vicarious Visions.
I fucking...
It's Crash Bandicoot! Ba 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 bam bam. And then he jumps inside the real-time rendered cutscene. He jumps inside the Wumpa Fruit machine. And he becomes HD.
Why are you giving me like a play-by-play of this? You're like a You're like a storyboard artist, like explaining to me like your pitch for like the intro.
It's Crash Bandicoot 2. Cortex strikes back. He doesn't finish because the game loads before he can finish saying the title. And then you're in the warp room, and you're about to play the level, and then the projector turns on.
I'm just gonna give us a whole let's play of this game.
Crash, I need you to find more crystals.
What are we doing? I'm putting a stop to this. Anyone have any final?
The wows when they see the wows.
I'm giving the chat ample time to ask questions. Read one of these. We have 11 questions that we can choose from right now.
What? Okay, you choose one then.
What are the 3 most important things for Sonic the Hedgehog games?
It's not a question. It's a setup to a bit.
Their names are Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles.
There we go.
Their names are Eggman, Cubot, and Orbot.
Thank you. I love Orbot and Cubot. Can we talk about Orbot and Cubot for 30 minutes?
Alright, sure. Live, Rosa, be silent. Just let's keep talking about them for 30 minutes.
Okay. I think so. A classic staple of the Eggman character. It was more so in like other media than the games themselves, but they'd often have like little funny robot lackeys for him to like bounce off of, and they're like, "Oh, you nincompoops!" I think the first one Scratch and Grounder. That was probably the first one in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Then they had Snively. I don't really like Snively because he's not a robot. He's just an ugly little man. He looks like Dobby.
He looks like Spasmo.
He looks like Schnozmo. Someone just said, let's play the quiet game in chat. No, but then in the anime, what were their names in the anime? In Sonic X. Does anyone remember those robots in Sonic X?
Yeah,
Did they have names?
Deco and Boko.
John and Ringo.
They looked like the nanobots from Jimmy Neutron.
You're skipping over Sleet and Dingo.
Oh, from Sonic Underground? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy
Oh my
that transforms every episode.
Triplets born, the throne awaits. A CEO warns of a deadly fate. I watched Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, and it had Jaleel White as a guest star as Urkel, and
How did we get here?
Because Jaleel White voiced Sonic in the Sonic fan film, and in Sonic Underground, Sonic Underground. Wait, what was I talking about? Right, Urkel and Scooby-Doo.
You were talking about Orbot and Cubot!
Oh right, no, yeah, Orbot Okay, I'm really like worried about them sometimes because I feel like they're really good characters. I like them. I like their personalities. I like how they're like little lackeys for Eggman. But I'm worried that like I think this is a completely fabricated fear in my brain, but I feel like there's like a group of people who are like, oh, why do they keep putting Orbot and Cubot here? I hate them. I think it's because people say like they don't like the Wisps, like as a concept, but I think they're fine. I worried people say that about Orbot and Cubot, and one day Sega's gonna be like, yeah, let's just take them out. People don't really like them. If that happened, I'd be so sad, because I think they're like really funny, like fun characters. I think there should be a boss fight where they're giant.
No, I agree. I feel like Eggman didn't have like any recurring like sidekicks for a long time. Like, you know, Bowser's always had like Kamek and Bowser Jr. and stuff. Eggman really had no one ever like to bounce off of when he's alone. So I feel like Orbot and Cubot were like good characters to add for that, and I kind of like that they just don't give a shit about anything Eggman does.
Yeah, I think it's a good dynamic. I love in Sonic Lost Worlds where it's I think Orbot's like, because Tails dies, so Orbot's like, oh, Sonic, do you think I could be your sidekick? And then Sonic's like, what? Shut up! He just tells him to shut up. I think that's really funny.
What? Shut up!
Yeah, what kind of question is that? He's like,
I got a question about Orbot and Cubot.
Okay.
Are they married?
Yes, I'm Izuka. I'm here to ruin the franchise and say that they're gay. Everyone get mad at me.
Thanks, Izuka.
I think this is a good spot to end. Do you want
We didn't even answer a question.
No, I think we're fine. Everyone is say goodbye.
Is Tingle gay? Yes.
Oh, Styx. Someone said something about Styx in the chat. I think they should make Styx and Big the Cat friends. I think that's what they should do. That's
so
like perfect. Because they both live in the jungle. And like Styx can be like paranoid, and like Big will just kind of be along for the ride. Just be like, oh, okay.
I think okay. This has been ready to start the podcast. Everyone
Raised in a noodle shop, never seeking glory or fame.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. Everyone stop. Alright, thank you for coming, for ready to start the podcast. Thank you. I've been your host, Chris McLean. Thank you for so Liv and Rosa and Schnozmo.
no one else.
Any last words you want to say before we log off? Oh, and Lucy, sorry, I forgot about you, Lucy.
So my final words are: save the world.
Okay. What about you, Liv?
Thanks for having me. This has been like a nightmare. See you around. It's been fun.
Wait, hold on. Before we end, we gotta ask Schnozmo what he thought.
No one cares.
No, hold on. Shh. What does Schnozmo have to say?
What does Schnozmo sound like?
Shh. Wait, hold on. Be quiet. He's warming up.